All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. David E. Taylor, you're a piece of shit. Give up your scam, give up your cult, let all these people go home. Tony, Ashley, Steve, La Marcia, Rebecca. Who else is there that you're holding under your cult powers? Jessica. Who else is there? You know, all the people you have living in all your houses, David, let them go home. So anyways, guys, I was kind of brewing over this, the whole rent thing. Why he's overpaying rent. This is still kind of brewing on my mind. And what I found out is that the reason somebody would overpay rent like that is if they're writing a check, okay? Say they write the check for over the amount, and then the rental office where David's staying at the 2008 Victory Way Lane, or where he's claiming to stay. So say he writes the check for over, then they reimburse him those funds, however much it was over. Say it was like $200 over. They reimburse him those funds and the check bounces. Then David's fucking gone. Nowhere to be found. No bank accounts, nothing. So again, this account was closed on May 3rd. And the email that the account was attached to was Jessica Marie at JMMI@gmail.com or something like that. So it's the Jessica Marie. I found out who she was on Facebook. She is in the cult. So Jessica, it makes me wonder why you're paying the rent, why that account was closed. And what makes me curious is if the account was closed before or after you paid your last rent check. I'll find out from my contact inside your cult, David, what happened there. So don't worry about that. I'll find out about that. And what else I was going to talk about was that one of the group members had come forward from another cult actually and brought up a good point that you have no fucking business having anything to do with any women, yet alone saying you're their spiritual father. You're totally fucking narcissistic, David. All these women, if you look at the women, the Klein sisters especially, how much are you paying to have their hair fucking blonde, David? You know, in one of the videos they said they get to do whatever they want, and it makes sense why you let them do whatever they want. They're probably your breadwinners, and they probably bring in the most amount of money. So this just shows that you're a sexist. Not only are you are sexist, you're sexist against men. That's what you are. You're sexist against men, but you're also sexist against women when it suits your needs. You do everything based on what's going to best suit your needs. And through all the investigation, David, it's all the same. All the stories are the same. All the manipulation's the same. So give up your scam, David. It's over. I'm seeing your other channels popping up. You have one called JMMI now, and that one's only a few months old. There's Apostle David E. Taylor. I'm going to tell everybody all the channels you have. That way, hey guys, go out there and start reporting his channels, okay? Because if he's still operating, he's still spreading lies. You know, YouTube already took down one of his channels, and then he puts another one back up. So that's what I'm kind of curious about, is how he can keep doing this. There's one called JMMI. Nyla Hawk. Okay, so I'm guessing this is Bashira's daughter. It's spelled NAILAHHAQQUE, and it's got all the cult members. Like, remember the one night where they all did all their little fucking testimonies, you know, doing damage control for David? That's what most of these channels are, is all these cult members coming out and doing damage control for David, saying, you know, the real truth about JMMI and, you know, David Taylor healing homosexuality. David, you're fucking full of shit. And the one with David healing homosexuality is on Jenny Janiak's channel. So she's got a channel up too. Eternal Life TV, that's another place where you're going to find a lot of David Taylor. But for this Nyla Hawk, I think that's how you say her name. That's what I understand, Hawk. She has a video up there too. But it's the Klein sisters, it's Cheyenne. Looks like Chin Kim is there. And then this Nyla Hawk girl is also giving her testimony about how JMMI is not a cult. and all the lies surrounding JMMI. If you guys would step back, Nyla, and look at everything from outside the box instead of looking at everything from inside the box, seeing that David is the all-seeing eye. You guys are in a full-blown cult. This group has been investigating him. There's other people behind this too, not just me. There's people, there's sources that have insider information just like I do. And David, I'm speaking to somebody on the inside too. Just to let you know. You're not going to find out who. You never will. Because this person is going to flip on you. I know who it is too. So just beware, David. You think you can run and dodge all these court subpoenas and all these court cases and a jury trial and legal system? You're not going to. You think you're a prophet and that God can save you from all this, the legalities of what you're doing? You're wrong. And something else I've been noticing a lot of you guys have been saying is, you think Joseph or any of these other people have any idea that they know what's going on? And this is from Potlick. We've been talking in one of the threads here, Potlick 18. I know David is going to end up in prison. Do you think Michelle, Joseph, or any of his other staff will get sentenced too for assisting him in committing crimes? This is where it gets kind of funny, because you won't find anything with David or Michelle's name on it. There's only a few pieces of papers that I found, few documents, one being his 990s, but again, those signatures look like they were signed by somebody else. The signatures aren't consistent on his 990s. Could they go to jail for committing the crimes? I don't think so, because David is the one, he's the head of the cult, so they're going to try and go after him, I think. But again, they can't do anything unless they find, signatures tying him to the fraud. My assumption, David's going to point the fingers at everybody but himself and try to get away scot-free. That's what you're going to try and do, David. Some of the staff might be willing to do time for David. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. You are the leader, the mastermind of the entire operation, David. That's right. And the state is after you, David. Not only the state, but the federal authorities are after you too. And you think I'm fucking lying? I'm not. And Potlick 18, yeah. He's not as big as he tries to portray. Yeah, he's like the fucking anal afterbirth of Benny Hinn. Like, Benny Hinn fucking shit him out. Okay, and he went to his church, and you saw David Taylor as a guest speaker. Okay, and this is what he wrote. Mostly travels around as a guest speaker at various churches. I used to go to a small church, and he was a guest speaker once. No big televangelist would ever speak at a church with less than 50 members. He does this in hopes of stealing members, and it works to an extent. I remember quite a few people walking out of the service when he started begging for large amounts of money. It was a rather unsuccessful attempt, so he took off right after the service without saying a word. Dude, you're a fucking piece of scum, David. Okay, this is good. Potlick, I'm sending you my email right now. I would love to talk to you. What you're telling me. I'll go ahead and remove the comment too. But go ahead and email me. And I don't know what Discord is. So, but if you want to talk, we'll make contact through an email I use. And then if you want to talk on the phone, we can do that too. But yeah, overall, this guy, again, that's his whole scam, and that's again some of the people I've talked to, mostly women that have come out of this cult saying, yes, I was brought in from another state. David, one of the people I talked to was completely shut down from David. I hope I hear back from her again, because she would sink the whole fucking operation. She would sink everything. And again, what David does is has these members that he indoctrinates into his cult sign a non-disclosure agreement saying they're not going to say anything once they leave the cult. If they do, they're going to get sued in court. David, you're a church and you're having people sign a non-disclosure agreement. If that's not shady, dude, I don't know what is, okay? So Potlick, I think you're dead on, man. No doubt. He does. He's always going to need to find a new crop of people to help him break the laws. You know, but there's still those main people that are going to be there, that are going to follow him, that are going to be completely and totally and utterly devoted to this piece of shit. And yes, David, you're a piece of shit. Right, he's got no shortage of fools to do anything he says. The more we expose him, though, the less people will fall trapped to his, to his scam. People have come out of this cult and have turned their lives around. A few so far. We're trying to get more out. That's the goal of this group here, is to break this cult apart. I want to see David in jail. That's my main goal here, is to see David in jail. Nothing more, nothing less. Pay for his crimes, answer for the fact that he lied under oath in a deposition. If I lied under oath in a deposition like that, I'd go to fucking jail, man. I'd go to jail for fucking contempt. For lying under oath. But apparently it's okay for David to do it. All he has to do is say, ask Michelle, and guess what? Oh, it's all good. That's what I'm going to tell the judge next time I go to court or some bullshit. I'm gonna tell the judge, ask Michelle. And just see what he says. Just to see if I can get off like David does. And again, this is part of the discourse in our country, is like the legal system, it starts all the way down at the bottom. Like this case shows that they're at the time the deposition was given, there's already an issue with our legal system, and it starts at the very bottom. This was a civil trial in a family court, family court / civil trial, / exposure fucking deposition. So it's ridiculous, David, that you've gone on this long, and that's why we're here. We're gonna keep on you, man. I'm gonna keep on you for sure. It's Sunday. I can't really do too much today because all the offices I need to call are closed. And the shirts, guys, I'm not marketing them. Okay, if you guys want a shirt, let me know. I'll send you the information. But it's not my goal to make money on this case in any way. I'm here to expose David. This is why I made the shirt. If you guys want to wear them, let me know. That's fine. I'll give you the information where I got them. It's an embroidery shop in a small country town, ran by two older ladies that are fucking tax-paying, hard-working Americans, unlike this piece of shit David right here. So support small businesses. Don't support fucking scam artists like this. That's where I got this shirt, was a small business. So if you want to do everybody a favor, support your small business, or go to your local embroidery shop. Do like I did. You can pull this image off the internet. It's free. I pulled this image. I emailed it to the embroidery shop. Said, this is what I want. This is my design. And they had me a quote in like 10 minutes. They're like, yeah, $25, $30. So that's what I paid for the shirt, was like $25, man. 26, $27. If you want it shipped, they will ship them. You can do different designs, colors. You can do tank tops, sweaters, hoodies, whatever. I don't want anybody to market them because that's not my goal here. It was never my intention to make money on this case. It's the principle behind this. If people want to buy these shirts and pay a small business instead, that's the payoff. Support a small business instead. Piss David off, by exposing him. I even thought about, somebody had brought to my attention, put false prophet instead of ask Michelle. So again, if you guys have your own ideas, you can do it any way you want. I'm sure, if you live in a nice sized city, you can find an embroidery shop or some kind of printing shop and probably pay less to have it made than to have it shipped. So there's all kinds of options out there. This was just an idea I had. I knew what I had to do, and I got it through a small business. So that's how I am with the shirts. If you guys like them, let me know. I'll give you the information. But I'm not here to market them. This is just an awareness thing, really. More people we can make aware, the better. So that's the issue with the shirts. I'm not here to market them. Don't ask me to market them. If somebody else wants to steal my idea and do that, that's fine. Then that just makes you a piece of shit. So go ahead and do it if you want to. I don't care. I'm not here to do that. I would recommend that you don't either, because it really is. For me, it's the principle behind this whole case. If I could support somebody else in this whole thing instead of David, I'll do it that way and piss him off in the process. He tried to copyright this shirt. Actually, he tried to say that he owned the rights to this shirt in one of his YouTube fucking copyrights. So David, try to find a better way to be a piece of shit, man. Okay, you're not gonna win with me. You know, I have all your addresses. I'm gonna expose your addresses. I know you're staying in the Canton, Michigan address too. Pretty sure that's where you're at. You haven't been releasing any new information, which is really good. Stay off social media. If you put stuff out, I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna be there, making sure, warning your people of your scam. And I've been noticing on your Zoom meetings too that you don't have very many people there. All it is, it seems like you could just have like trolls and bots mostly. There's maybe 4 or 5 people, and some of them are us. So, you guys have any questions, comments, concerns? This was just kind of a quick follow-up update kind of wise. You know, I was really brewing about the apartment thing, about him overpaying on rent. And that's what I think is happening. Like it was possible that he was going to start bouncing checks from his apartment complex after overwriting the checks and then paying him, the apartment complex paying the difference back to him, and then him just bailing out, and closing the account, because he closed the account on May 3rd. So that in itself, like, that seems kind of shady. I need to find out if he actually paid the rent first and then closed the account, or vice versa. So again, the email account that was associated with that bank account was jessicamarie.jmmi@gmail.com. So Jessica Marie, I know who you are. I'm on to you, and I'm looking into all that information about you, as well as to why David would be paying money out of your bank account for his rent. Again, see, guys, he's hiding all this shit right here by having other people pay his bills. That's just a fucking scumway piece of shit to do things. So David, I'm on to you. Again, it's Sunday, so I can't make any calls. I will be making calls tomorrow first thing, though, to follow up on some things. So you guys stay safe. Have a happy Sunday. David, if I see you online today, guess what? I'm going to be there. So go ahead and post your shit online. Do your YouTube video. I'll be there. I'm going to make sure of it. And if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments below about the shirts, whatever. We can talk about them. So you guys have a good day. David, you're a piece of shit. If you don't believe me, ask Michelle.